All right, let's talk about a tool that is a real game changer, especially if you're a front-end developer. It's called JSON Server, and it promises to give you a full REST API without you having to write a single line of backend code. Seriously, let's get right into it. So let me paint a picture for you. You're ready to go on a new feature. You've got the design, you've planned out your components, but you're stuck. You're just sitting there completely blocked. Why? Because you're waiting for the backend team to finish up the API you need to actually pull in some data. Sound familiar? I bet it does. And, the other option isn't great either. You could try to whip up a temporary backend yourself, with Node and Express, maybe spin up a database, but that's a massive distraction from what you're actually supposed to be doing. It just eats up your time. And honestly, it's a huge pain when all you really need is some fake data to get your UI working. This whole situation, this frustrating wall you hit, it actually has a name. It's called the prototyping bottleneck. It's that moment where all your front-end momentum just stops, all because there's no live data to plug into. It slows everything down, not just for you, but for the entire team. I mean, when you look at it side by side, the difference is just wild. The old way means you're burning hours, sometimes even days, just setting things up or waiting around. But imagine the fast way. What if you could get that mock data instantly? Go from absolutely nothing to a live API in a matter of minutes. That's what we're talking about here. And this is where JSON Server swoops in to save the day. It's a tool that was literally designed to destroy that bottleneck and give you a full-blown REST API with, you guessed it, zero coding. So what is it exactly? Well, it's just a simple NPM package. You install it, you point it at a single JSON file, and poof, you have a complete fake REST API. Think of it like a backend in a box, built just for front-end devs. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This quote from Codevolution really hits the nail on the head. Why would you spend all of that precious time building a temporary backend when a tool like JSON Server can do the exact same job for you instantly? It's all about getting back to what you do best, building amazing front ends. And this right here, this is the most important number of all, 0. That's exactly how many lines of backend code you have to write, and that is not an exaggeration. You just give it the data, and JSON Server handles the rest. It builds the entire API for you. Okay, I know what you're thinking. There's no way it's that simple, but it really, really is. Let's just walk through the 3 quick steps to get your own mock API up and running, like right now. First things first, you need some data. JSON Server just needs one single file, and we usually call it db.json. This little file is going to act as your entire database. Whatever you put in here is what your API is going to serve up. So, for example, look at this structure. See those top-level keys, products, and reviews? As soon as you run the server, those automatically become your API endpoints. So you'll immediately have a /products endpoint and a /reviews endpoint ready to go. It's literally that direct. Now for the actual setup. It's just 3 incredibly simple steps. First, you'll create a package.json file. Second, you install the JSON Server package. And third, you add one little script to your package.json file to make it all run. That's it. So inside that package.json, you'll add a script, maybe call it serve.json, and the command is just JSON Server -watch db.json. Now that -watch flag is pure magic. It tells the server to keep an eye on your db.json file, and anytime you change it, the API updates automatically. No restarts needed. And that's it. With just those few steps, the setup is totally done. You now have a working backend. So let's talk about the payoff. What you get for your, 2 minutes of work? The moment you run that script, boom, your fake REST API is live and kicking at localhost /3000. You can start fetching data from your front-end app right away, just like you would with a real production backend. It's basically instant gratification for developers. But here's the truly amazing part. This thing is way more powerful than you'd think. It's not just serving up a static file. No way. You get full support for all the HTTP methods right out of the box. Get, post, put, delete, the whole shebang. But it doesn't even stop there. You also get filtering, sorting, pagination, full text search, and you can even do complex queries. It is an unbelievably powerful tool packed into a tiny package. So yeah, that's JSON Server. It's way more than just a mock API. It's a tool that lets you unblock your workflow, prototype way faster, and get feedback on your work so much earlier. It lets your front-end and back-end teams work at the same time without stepping on each other's toes. So the only real question left is, How are you going to use this to speed up your next project?